Good morning, KG2. Today in our maths lesson, we have a very, very nice and interesting lesson. It is all about graphs, okay? Graphs. Now, how can you show the information about things? This is what you get from a graph. Look at the cover and look at these children. Look. Golden squirrels, how many? And red squirrels, how many? He's looking. So there's the name, golden squirrels, and he's counting. There's 4. It makes counting easy for us. So if there's a big number, we look at a graph and we can tell how many. It's easy for us, okay? So that is why we're going to study about graphs today. Now get your pupils book, okay? Look carefully at the cover. And we're going to be studying about graphs in your pupils book. Follow me on with your pupils book. The objective of this lesson is to read lists and labels. If we have a list and labels, it will help us to read. Read pictograms, read block graphs. 3 things we're going to learn. Right, look at page 157. A, reading lists and tables, right? Number 1, let's learn together, okay? This is a family. It shows this picture that the food items needed for a picnic, and we're going to make a list. So this is how we're using pictures to make a list now. Look, we will need how many muffins, how many burgers, how many cakes, and how many strawberries. So it is a list. This is a list. It shows that 4 types of food items are needed. 4 different kinds. Look, one kind is a burger, then strawberries, then muffins, then cake. And his list also has the picture of these things. Next to each one, when you do a list, you're going to count. So how many muffins? Read muffins, and you tell me how many would he need. Let's count the muffins. I'll help you for the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4. We put 4 next to the muffins. With your pencil, put number 4. Do the rest. How many burgers? How many cakes? And how many apples? Fill in those boxes with how many he will need. And that is his list. That is Ahmed's list. It is called a list, okay? Now we go to page 158, children. Emma shows the same information, the same things that she wants to get, but in another way, in a table. And look what you should have on the table. When you make a table, you do a rectangle, long one. It's a table. This is called a table, right? The other kind for Ahmed was called a list. Very good. Now look, she put the type of food items, what she needs, type of food, what they are. And then at the top, she put the number, which means how many. Look, so first she put muffin, burger, cake, apple. So she put the same as what Ahmed did, the same numbers, but in a different way. Look, muffin, she put 4, right? 4 muffins. Then next to the word burger, go across to the next line, and it says that the same line, she put 6. Cake, she put 2. Apple, she put 5. Now, the question I'm going to ask you now, how are Emma's and Ahmed's tables different? How are they different? Okay, let's see. Ahmed draws the table in this manner. This is how he draws the table. Look, he put type of food, and underneath it, he put number of items. See? Now, how is his different? He only changed the way how he put type of food, and underneath it he put number of items. Look, that's the difference. Okay? He put one on top of it and then he did it across. So that's how Ahmed's table is different to Emma's table. Look, there's the difference. Look, the top one is big and the other one is thinner because he laid his table in a different way. But both of them are lists. The first question is, how many of each food item do we need? From each of these, how many do we need? Yes, we need 4 muffins. Look, just look at the table. we need 6 burgers, we need 2 cakes, look 2, and 5 apples. That's how you answer the question. Now for B, how many more burgers than muffins do we need? This is a bit tricky. They're trying to trick you, but it's very easy. I will show you. If you go back to page, you've got your book, go back to page 157. Go back and look. Count, they want to know the burgers. Count how many burgers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? And count how many muffins. 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct? Okay, I want you to, in your book with your pencil, circle the same amount of muffins and burgers. So how many muffins? 4? Only 4. Put a circle. I want you to make the burgers as well equal to the muffins. So how many we have to circle? Only 4. So you circle 4 burgers. There are 2 burgers not in a circle, right? So those are more. Those are the extra ones, which the burgers are more than the muffins. How many more burgers than muffins are there? There are only 4 muffins, and there are 6 burgers, because there are 6 when you counted. But I said to you, to make it easy for you, make them equal first, and the ones which are extra out, those are the ones which are more than the other group. So for the answer for this one, if we go back to page 158, how many more burgers than muffins now? There it is, there's 2. Yes, because when you circle the 4 burgers with 4 muffins, you had 2 burgers left out, and those were the answer, 2. You see? Very good. Now look at C. Listen, how many fewer cakes than apples do we need? When you see the word than, it means take away. We go back now. We look at the cakes, put a line under the cakes like we did the first one, burgers and muffins. Now we're going to go to the cakes, put a line under cakes. Very good. Put a line under apples. Excellent. Now, look, let's go back to page 157 with your pencil. You look at the apples and look at the cakes. Let's make them equal first. Circle the 2 cakes and circle equally only 2 apples. I want the same now first, so we know the difference. So look, we circle the 2 cakes, okay? Then take your pencil and circle the 2 apples. Very good. So if I want to make the cakes equal to the apples, how many more do I need here in the cakes? Look at the apples. There are 3 left out. So those are more than the cakes, aren't they? So in how many cakes are less than the apples? How many cakes do I need to put here to make them the same as the apples? I need 3, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 apples and only 2 cakes. So the cakes are less than the apples in how many? The cakes are less than apples in how many? In 3 cakes. So I need another 3 cakes to make them equal. So that's why I circle 2 cakes and circle 2 apples. I can see that the apples are more, but the cakes are less than these apples in how many? In 3. So that's our answer. So we put, look, we need 3 cakes. They are less than the apples in 3 cakes, aren't they? So there's number 3. Let's practice. This shopping list shows the items for the Leaf family. So this is a shopping list. Remember in the beginning we did shopping list about the apples and the cake. Remember in the beginning? We're going to do this again. Listen. The shopping list shows the items for the Leaf family. And there's 5 t-shirts they want, 3 blouses, 2 hats and 4 watches. Question A. There are how many types of items here? Different things they want. So they want t-shirts is 1, blouses is 2, hats is 3, watches is 4. So 4 different types of items. Fill in the first one. With which one would you put? You'd put number 4 because 4 different things. B. There are blouses. How many blouses? You have to fill that in. How many blouses? C. There are 3 more t-shirts than... Right, look at the t-shirts. Look at the t-shirts. This is a bit challenging. So t-shirts, there's 5 t-shirts. So write down number 5, right? More than, we said, is minus 3. So put 5 minus 3, because they've put you number 3. So use that, number 3. So 5 minus, take away 3 equals, how many? 2, right? Which one has only 2 of them? Which item has only 2? There are only 2 items of this one. Which one is it? It's hats. So there are 3 more t-shirts than the hats. Yes, because 5 take away 3 equals 2. And 2 is hats. So that is the answer. Number 2, page 159. This table shows 4 types of flowers in a school garden, right? Orchids, sunflower, rose and daisy, right? Those are the types of flowers. Underneath, number of flowers, 4 orchids, sunflower there's 6, rose there's 3 and daisy there's 4. Is that right? Very good. A. There are how many daisies? Quickly look, get your pencil and write. How many daisies? 4. Very good. You put 4. There are how many fewer roses than sunflower? Look at the rose. We're going to look at the rose and sunflower. Which is more? We said the one which is more, we put number 6 more. We put 6. We said than means minus. 6 minus 3 equals 2. So the sunflower has 2 more sunflowers than roses. So you put 2. Remember? Right. Again, I'll repeat B again. There are fewer roses than sunflowers. How many? So we put a line under roses and put a line under sunflower. What's the number of sunflowers? 6. So put 6 minus, take away 3 equals how many? In sunflowers there are 6. So there are 6 sunflowers and only 3 roses. So how many more sunflowers than roses are there? Excellent, there are 3. So roses have 3 less than the sunflower, right? Because we did the bigger number 6, take away 3 equals 3. C, there are as many as daisies. So which ones are equal, as many as, the same as? Which other flower to daisies has the same number? Orchids. Very good. Very good. So you put, there are as many orchids as daisies. They're the same number, 4 and 4. So these 2 flowers, you put orchid in the blank. If you can't, it's too big, write it. Look at number 3 on page 159. I want you to think and do this yourself. I will not explain it. It is very, very challenging. They have, look, this table shows the number of pets that 4 children have. Ali, Bala, Kathy and Doris. 4 children, right? The number of pets. Ali has 2. Bala has 4. Kathy has 6. We don't know how many Doris has. So they have 20 pets. All together there are 20. Let's count. 1, 2, there's 2. Let's put them all together. 2, add 4, add 6. So 1, 2 and 4 is 6. 6 and 6 is 12. But Doris has nothing, but they all should be 20. So poor Doris, we don't know how many she's got. They have 20 pets all together. So how many does Doris have? You think. Where's the big number? Where's the big number? 20, right? So I'm going to help you. Put 20 circles on a piece of paper, the big number, 20 circles. Draw 20 circles. Then I want you to add 2, add 4, add 6. How many are they? 2 and 4 is 6. 6 add 6 is... 6 and 6 is 12. So we've got 12. That's how many pets there are. But they said there are 20 pets. right? So how many does Doris have? What do? I put the big number with all that other number which I told you, 12. So 20 minus 12 equals, and that tells you how many Doris has. Okay, KG2, we've finished part A about the list. Let's go on to part B and see what it's about.